Donald Trump swept to power, vowing to make America not only great again but also strong, wealthy, proud and safe. Pick up a Chinese newspaper this week, though, and you will find the state of Trump's nation being described in rather less triumphalist terms. Since the deadly terrorist attack on anti-fascist protesters in Charlottesville, coverage of the U.S. and China's Communist Party-controlled press has been peppered with four words: turmoil, chaos, mayhem and conflict. No good as James Murdoch criticizes Donald Trump over Charlottesville. Read more. Hate and terror are on the rise in America, and such problems are expected to increase. The English language website of the People's Daily said on Thursday, declaring the U.S. awash in terrible human rights abuses. The Chinese-language edition of the Global Times, a state-run tabloid, went further with a headline, later softened by editors, that claimed the U.S. is heading towards a new civil war. Hu Zijin, the newspaper's editor, used an online opinion video to express incredulity at the mess the U.S. was in. Global Times, at Global Times News, worsening of the U.S. system's flaws make the current chaotic state of U.S. values even more dangerous. Editor-in-Chief Hu Zijin #Hussies pick Twitter.com, RJVNYGNPD 6 August 17, 2017. From China's perspective, the current divisions in the U.S. are shocking. Hu said, "It is a mystery how the U.S. can deal with this conflict while operating normally." At the same time, Xinhua, China's official news agency, warned that after the death and violence visited on Charlottesville, the U.S. should take a minute to reflect on its own human rights situation before pointing accusing fingers at China. Despite its self-proclaimed role as the world's human rights champion, the fact is the world's sole superpower is far from becoming a respected role model in this regard, it said. For decades, Beijing propagandists have sought to bolster the Chinese Communist Party's international legitimacy and reinforce its grip on power by painting Western democracies, particularly the U.S., as cauldrons of disorder, corruption, racial tension and social discord. Bill Bishop, the Washington-based publisher of the China-focused newsletter Sinocism, said the party's message to its democracy-starved subjects was, "Stop having all these fantasies about how terrible we are and how much better the West is. Look at all the problems the West has." In the tumultuous months since Trump took office, Chinese spin doctors have found their inboxes overflowing with material